Hey tech heads, Fina here. In our previous video, we compared the range, charging, driving feel, interiors, and a few other tidbits of the Citroen e-C4 versus the MG4. Now the MG4 came out as a clear choice on most of these fronts, but today we're going to take a closer look at the lane keep assist and the 360-degree camera system and find out whether these two features might make the Citroen e-C4 a more compelling option. If you're in the market for a budget EV, then this video is definitely for you. All right, let's get started. First, let's talk lane keep assist. So MG4 owners might be a little bit envious here. In the e-C4, you can actually turn off the lane keep assist using just one button under the steering wheel. But I'll be quite honest with you, I don't even know if this button works because I've never needed to use it. So the LKA in the Citroen works very nicely. It turns on automatically when you start your car, just like in the MG4. But all it does is while you're driving, it will just gently steer you back should you veer towards the edge of the road or towards a line, which is exactly how I imagine it should work. So that I'm not just bragging, I do want to share a little shortcoming. When the traffic jam assist stops behind another car, it will give me a little A symbol on the head-up display, which is to let me know that the car stopped automatically, just in case I didn't notice, I guess. However, it doesn't show me when those 3 seconds are up, meaning that the car is not going to start going on its own again. So sometimes if you're only stopped for, a very short amount of time, you're left guessing okay, is it 3 seconds? Has it not been 3 seconds? Will the car keep going? Do I have to get involved? You're gonna find out once you're either sitting there or you're going. So that's a little bit of a shortcoming. In my e-Golf, I used to have a little countdown that let me know exactly when those 3 seconds were up and when I would have to get involved, which was very nice. So I would definitely recommend that as an improvement to Citroen. The LKA in the MG4 seems to be very inconsistent and has been a hot subject of debate under some of my previous videos about the MG4. So I've read many complaints, mainly that it's difficult to turn off the lane keep assist. You have to go through several steps on the infotainment screen, which is of course okay if you remember to turn it off before driving. But if you have to do it while you're already driving, it's not really fun to have to search for it through the infotainment system. Now, the second complaint is actually the reason that you might want to turn it off while driving. And that is the fact that the lane keep assist in the MG4 seems to be pretty aggressive and also sometimes tries to steer you into obstacles or oncoming traffic, which is really not great. So just like in the e-C4, the lane keep assist in the MG4 turns on automatically when you start up your car. So it's supposed to be a safety feature, right? However, when your lane keep assist is actively steering you into oncoming traffic, it's not really great. One of my viewers, Tony Maxwell, actually dubbed it lane kill assist, which is hilarious until your car is actively trying to kill you. So this is one thing that MG could definitely work on going forward, getting their lane keep assist working properly, being a little bit less aggressive and a little less homicidal. Next, let's look at the 360-degree camera systems. But before we look at the MG4 and the e-C4, do you know what car has a really awesome 360-degree camera? It's the Renault Megane, which I will be preparing my next video about. So if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss it. Before purchasing the e-C4, I searched and searched for videos on the 360-degree camera. And I kept coming up short. Then when I got the e-C4, it became clear. The 360-degree camera is a fraud. It merely stitches together images from the front and back cameras based on motion. On top of that, the camera view uses only 7 inches of the 10-inch screen, overshadowed by those huge climate control panels. So what can I say about this? Perhaps just, oh yeah, Citroen. Also, there's no way to start the camera with a button or at least a virtual button on the display. It only comes on when you put the car in reverse, or if you want to use the front camera, you have to go reverse and then forward. So incredibly untapped potential, and once again, do you also get the feeling no one actually test drove this car before launch? And what's especially baffling to me is that on top of this, Citroen has this huge EV button. And guess what it shows you? This incredibly useless power flow animation. Now, mind you, this button is 3 times bigger than the parking button or the B button. And all it shows you is this power flow animation that I honestly have no idea why I would use it. So, baffling decisions yet again. Classic Citroen? I guess so. The only thing I really like about this camera is the automatic zoom when you approach an obstacle. Now, it is a digital zoom, so the quality is kind of garbage, but at least the image is bigger. The MG4 has a full 360-degree camera, which is a 4-camera image, so you can get a bird's eye view of the car at any time. You can also turn it on at any time by swiping the main screen and clicking the icon. A button would of course be better, but at least it works like this. Now, MG4 owners do complain that the camera turns off as soon as they go faster than 10 kilometers per hour. The MG4 camera also has this cool feature where if you put on your turn signal, it will show you a side view of your car. That way you can see if there's, say, a cyclist approaching or another surprise coming up in your blind spot. Now, some people do find this annoying when they're just trying to use navigation, but the good thing is you can always turn this feature off using the gear icon on the camera screen. So we're getting towards the end here and we're at 7-3 for the MG4. So the MG4 is a clear winner of this comparison for me, but what do you think about all this? Did any of these features surprise you? Do you disagree with anything that I said? Definitely let me know in the comments. If you want to see the other 8 features and you haven't seen that video yet, I'll definitely leave a link to that, so check it out after this one. As always, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Thank you for watching and I'll catch you next time.